Well, I am getting ready to do my donations for St. John the Baptist for December 4th. Now, here we have Miocene fossil fan corals. One is just loaded with raw blue gemstone. And here is another Miocene fossil coral. That's a black crystal. And here is another Miocene fossil fan coral. It's just like solid gray. That's that raw blue gemstone. That was an amazing find. I can't believe how lucky I got. That was buried in the muck for at least 2 or 3 days. When the tide washed the muck off, this was left over. So we have Miocene fossil fan corals, one with blue raw gemstone, one with dark crystal, and one is just plain fossil, no crystal in it. And we have one saltwater pearl right there. One little guy. Oh well, the kids will have fun looking at it. And we have one fossil clamshell with fossil parasite damage, Miocene period, from Tin Can Beach, November 2019. Yeah, it's so small. Barely bigger than my fingernail. It's the remains of a fossil clamshell, but you can see it's wow. To actually find this intact was amazing. And then we have Miocene fossil brain coral, Tin Can Beach, November 2019. And next, what do we have? We have a calamite fossil, Tin Can Beach, November 2019. Yeah, that was an amazing little find. A very lucky one. And we have Tabulate fossil coral, Devonian period. Or tabulate. It's easier to say tabulate, because if I tried to pronounce all the Latin names for these fossil corals, oh my God, I would need huge pieces of paper. And we have one Devonian period calcite crystal. Now these crystals are formed from, they're leftovers from very salty ocean. That's all these are. You can find shale with these sticking out of it, and that's why they call them calcite crystal, almost like a form of crystal salt, but they're okay. And the most special find, the best one I made, in quite a while. I've only found four of these horse effigies. Now this is, at the very least, 126,000 years old. Its maker even made nostrils in this one. This was made by a Paleo-Indian over 100,000 years ago. The Paleo-Indians hunted the horse, and the only reason a Paleo-Indian would make a horse effigy is, there's nostrils there, is for prayer ceremony for luck and hunting. And here we have a flintlock striker and part of a flintlock trigger. It's just that there was screwed on, but it is screwed onto the side of the flintlock, and the trigger stuck up from it, and the hammer stuck up from it, and when you squeeze the trigger, this was the hammer struck the frizzen pan with the flint striker. Causing a spark, setting off the powder charge, and voila, the flintlock pistol or flintlock rifle went off. And here we have antique bottle stopper cork, 17th to 18th century. Now this bottle here is like in 1920s, but the bottle stopper, the round bottle stopper, that's 18th century, and I think that's 17th century. It's a cork and a porcelain top. So I'm no expert in bottle corks, but at the very least I know these have to be 18th century. The bottle, that's 1920s. And this is out of all the donations, I would say the horse effigy is the most special. Over 100,000 years ago, a Paleo-Indian fashioned this. And they were very skillful too, because they made sure that the horse's ears were visible from both sides, and you can see right there, they very skillfully knocked that out to make a mane. They wanted this horse effigy to be as lifelike as possible. so they could invoke the spirit of the horse somehow and have great luck in hunting the horse. But that's the most important find. Out of all this, that is the most important find. Because that Paleo Indian, well, his genes run in the genes of all the rest of the North Americans. Yeah, if you broke down all the genes, the molecular structure, you would find part of that artist's genes in a multitude of mankind's genes. Well, all right, that is enough of that. I will get on to something else now. This is all ready for school tomorrow. I will see you online.